Hello and welcome to today's Mindset Matters episode. Now, I hope you have a wonderful day. The sun's shining here, there's a beautiful blue sky, so I hope it's pleasant where you are. The reason I'm telling you that is because as I was sat in my garden, I've just observed a couple of planes flying over, which reminded me of an approach, a strategy, a technique that I use with clients to help them to move from where they are towards where they want to be. And in previous episodes, this kind of links in with what I've shared with you previously about the power of the subconscious mind and how the subconscious is often the kind of missing piece, the key to both our success and the resistance that we can sometimes come up against when we're looking to make changes and achieve a goal. And I've likened the mindset as being like that of a GPS system. And that's when I saw the planes that it kind of triggered that for me. So I thought I'd jump on and share it with you today. And if you think of the mind as being like that of a GPS system, there's 3 questions that I get my clients to ask themselves. I ask of my clients, but they're 3 questions that you can use yourself. So if ever there's a time when you're making a decision, you want to change something, you want to achieve something, there's something you want to transform in your life, these 3 questions will really help you get clarity on it. You know what I've previously referred to it as the clarity compass. And the first question to ask yourself is, where are you now? Before you can achieve anywhere, before you can go on any journey, you first have to know where you're starting from. Unfortunately, as kind of important as that is, human nature is we tend to get stuck there. We tend to spend too much time thinking about, talking about what we don't actually want. But what we need to do is kind of take some time to get clear on that. But then we need to move on to the second stage, the second W, which is kind of what do you want? So this kind of 3W method is where, what, and why. So first of all, establish where you are. What's your starting point? And then almost the what is, if you could wave a magic wand, if anything was possible, what is it you would like to achieve and accomplish? And if we come back to the kind of GPS for a moment, that's like you programming your inner GPS for where it is you want to go. You know, if we come back to the plane or even the car analogy we've used previously, for that plane to go where it's intended, it first has to know that. You know, it can't just get in the sky and fly and hope for the best. And we're the same. You know, in order to get to where we want to be, in order to get there successfully, we first have to get clear on what it is we want in the first place. Otherwise, you know, imagine getting in your car and knowing you want to get somewhere, but not knowing where that is. You're just going to be driving, kind of going around in circles and not really getting anywhere. So that alone can make a big difference to people, because, as I say, human nature is we tend to get stuck and we dwell too much on what it is that we don't want. So to get clear on what you do want can make a really big difference. The third W, which takes things to an even kind of bigger level, is why do you want that? You know, you've taken time to establish where you are. You've then given yourself time to think about what you actually want. And if you stay there, that is often where we then find ourselves defaulting back to what we've been doing previously. But when you connect to why you want it, the why almost becomes like the fuel, the charge, the momentum to actually make it happen. So again, if we think about the aeroplane, imagine the aeroplane, or even the car. If you had decided you wanted to go somewhere, you're sat in the car, you're packed, you're excited, you're enthusiastic, you've done all your research, you've done all your planning and preparing, yet you've got no fuel in the tank. That's frustration. That's really frustrating. And again, imagine that, you know, all these holiday makers turn up, they get on the aeroplane, the pilot's done all his checks, his program, but it's not been fueled up. So your why is the fuel, the momentum to actually make it happen. And resistance to changing and achieving anything is often because of lack of clarity. We haven't got clear enough as to what we want and why we want it. And when you get really clear on those 2 things, and when you align those 3 W's, that's where the mind will work for you to make it happen. And as I said to you previously, once the mind knows what you want, it'll do everything it can to help make it happen. And if life throws a curveball your way, if you have a setback, if something happens, then your mind can recalculate to get you back on track. In the same way as when the pilot is flying, he or they still have to make adjustments according to external factors, weather conditions, wind speeds, the weight that they're carrying. And those slight adjustments can make all the difference. But they can only make those adjustments to keep them aligned if they know where they're going in the first place. So knowing what you want and why you want it, getting those two kind of really connected together will really make a significant difference to your progress and in helping you to achieve any goal that you set for yourself. So utilize that. Ask yourself those questions. Keep that for a time when you need to get some clarity. And it's really simple. It's a really simple method that I created some years ago to help my clients to get clear on what they wanted. But please don't overlook it for how simple and effective it is. It can make a real difference in getting your head aligned and working with you, for you, rather than against you. So yeah, let me know in the comments what your where, what, and why is, and perhaps have a sit down, grab a coffee or a cold drink on this hot day, and go through that yourself and see how that helps you. And again, let me know. Come back and watch the replay again, and let me know in the comments how that's helped you or what you've taken away from it. So there you go, the 3W method to help you to achieve and align your mindset to achieve any goal that you desire. I hope that you found that useful. And as always, if you've got any questions, feel free to let me know. Enjoy the rest of your day. Have a fantastic weekend, and I'll speak to you very soon. Take care.